Greetings, dear viewers! I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome to World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic. I have one last quest I want to finish. A few decades ago, the Orcs, under demonic influence, invaded Azeroth. Among them was Duraton, leader of the Frostwolf clan, and his wife. Though they both died, their son lived, raised as a gladiator and a slave. That son, for all the savagery he endured, grew wise and kind, and he led the Horde to a greatness it had never known. I shared that tale with an old woman in Nagrand, the very mother of Duraton himself. But there's somebody else who needs to be told a tale. But that tale is not mine to tell. Yes, Thrall, you have a grandmother, and she lives. I must set things in order before I leave. Return to the Great Mother and tell her that her grandson comes. I shall do that, sir. Oh yes. Thrall is going home. Now all I have to do is reach Nagrand. This is the Great Mother quest chain. It is an extremely lengthy chain. It has prerequisites in Hellfire Peninsula and in Nagrand itself. And it is probably one of the greatest quest chains in all of Classic. And yes, I know it's still loading stuff in. Man, there are more flying mounts than ever these days. Feels really good to see that people are, managing to succeed. I always knew that my journey was going to end when I hit 70, but for a lot of these folks, for a lot of my friends and guildmates, their journeys have only just begun in Outland. I do love Nagrand. I don't know why such a huge chunk of a planet that blew up is still a lush pastoral, jewel, but whatever. It doesn't bother me anymore. I cannot get over how stupid this helmet looks on me. Oh, Great Mother. It's time for some RP. You are truly the hero of the Moghar, Mulgrimu. If not for you, we would surely have been overrun by the ogres and broken. We are a poor people, but we do have some artifacts of power. Please, I insist that you take from our coffer. Oh, this is some really good stuff, actually. War drums echo in the distance. At long last, I am home, proclaims the mighty thrall. Does he come from over here, I think, or... I'm not entirely sure where he shows up. Thrall, buddy. Where you at? I am not going to miss your talk with the Great Mother. Where are you? Well, he's somewhere. Let's see. Come on, Thrall. Come on, Thrall. I know you're coming here at some point. Where are you, sir? There he is. Thrall, War Chief of the Horde, and Bfxr, current leader of the Frostwolf clan. Who probably has some trouble telling where he's going. And upon Thrall's back, the Doomhammer, the weapon of the great orc Orgrin Doomhammer, for whom Thrall named his city. I do love this. It's all very special for them. Duraton was one of the few orcs who refused to take up the demon blood. The Moggar greatly revere that strength. And we see that stern resolve even in Warlords of Draenor. That even there, the Frostwolf clan resists. It was actually how much I liked Thrall's character that led me to have an orc as my retail main for so many years. Yes, indeed, Thrall. That is indeed the son of Grom Hellscream, who is terribly ashamed of his father. Oh, Garrosh. Thrall has so much to tell you. Your father went down a hero. Single-handedly one-shot a demon lord. Look at this. We already got some orc ladies following us around. Nuh-uh, girls. You back off. This is Thrall. Okay? Don't just think you can show up waving your sweet orc butts and think you're gonna win over the hearts of the war chief. I like his shoulder pads. They're really cool. I actually modeled my retail character's face off of Thrall's as well. Tried to get the same look. Although I went with slightly different hair. I don't know. Thrall was just always my favorite character from Warcraft 3. Oh, there's an engineer with the turbocharged flying machine. Good on you, sir. Congratulations. And so, Thrall gets to meet his grandmother for the very first time. There is no doubt you are the heir of Duraton. My grandson Draka told me she was with child before she and your father left our world, but I never dared dream that they would survive. They did not, Great Mother. They were killed shortly after I was born. I never knew them. I was raised as a slave. To this day I carry the name of Thrall. Thrall? You've been a slave only to the past, grandson, but no more. When I last saw Duraton, he told me the name he would give his unborn son. He was so proud. Goel. You are Goel, son of Duraton, rightful chieftain of the Frostwolves. This day, grandson, you are the great joy of my heart. I have dreamed of this moment all my life, Great Mother. Till now all I've heard were Orgrim's stories about my parents and their adventures on Draenor. He was my greatest teacher and dearest friend. He died a hero. They all died as heroes. And for all of them a song of honor remains. I see you hold the Doomhammer. Have all of our greatest heroes fallen, grandson? They died honorably, Great Mother. What of Gromash? What of Hellscream? He died our greatest hero. It was Grom who freed us all. I was by his side when he struck down Manaroth and ended the curse forever. Blessed spirits, for 20 years all we knew was that Grom was the first to drink from the curse chalice and bring damnation down upon our people. It is the only truth his son Garrosh has ever known. Grandson, will you tell Garrosh what you have told me about his father? Tell him! Grandmother, the boy's father died so that all of us could live free of the blood curse. I will tell him nothing. I will show him. Show him, and any that would doubt Hellscream's resolve exactly what Grom Hellscream did for all orcs. Please excuse me, Great Mother. I will return soon. Whoop. Okay, dude just bolted. Okay. Gotta catch up to you. I don't think I might have missed the first line. As you wish, Thrall, son of Duraton. Oh, that's right, he's gonna show him a vision! I completely forgot this part. There's a reason I saved this quest for last. Spirits, give me strength. Take from my soul these old wounds and expose them for all to see. Let this child know his father. Let these people know their savior. Thrall calls thunder. And so it was.
So predictable. I knew you would come. And I see you brought the mighty Hell Scream.
I love these little adorable mini Thrall and mini Grom.
His blood is mine, as is your whole misbegotten race.
If you've never seen the original cinematic from Warcraft 3, I recommend looking it up. It is a great scene. Plus, all the cinematics from then are just fantastic. Yep, good job, Thrall. That really did a lot there.
A worthy effort, but futile.
Whoop! Yeah, and then he did that.
The boy believed he could be saved, but he didn't know what burns within your soul. When in your heart, you know we are the same.
Get him, Hellscream! No! Yeah, that was a hell of a hit. But unfortunately, it did cost Hellscream his life. And even now, if you go to Ashenvale, you can find the grave of Grom Hellscream next to the Demon Canyon.
Thrall, the blood haze has lifted. The demon's fire has burnt out in my veins. I have freed myself.
And Thrall's line I remember well. No, friend. You freed us all. That, Garrosh, is how your father died. For my entire life, I have thought my bloodline cursed. I have lived beneath the shadow of my father's greatest failure. I hated him for what he had done. I hated him for the burden he left me, but now you have shown me truths that I would have never known. You and your allies have gifted me with something that cannot bear a price. Redemption. Thrall, Redeemer of the Markar, you honor me as none ever had. On this day, a great burden has been lifted from my chest. My heart swells with pride, and for the first time I can proudly proclaim who I am. I can finally unleash the fury in my heart. I am Garrosh Hellscream, son of Grom, chieftain of the Markar. Let the battle call of Hellscream give you courage and strength. Be lifted by my rallying cry. Thank you, son of Duratan. No need to thank me, Garrosh. Your father was a brother to me. I would do anything for you and the Markar. But I must now return to the Great Mother. And finishing that quest drops a fantastic buff on everybody around. 300 hit points, 15% melee haste, 10 mana regen every 5 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I would recommend that any Horde player make a pilgrimage at least once to the grave of Hellscream. And maybe along the way clear out those vile demons who seem to have set up a shrine to Manaroth. They befoul such a wonderful place. I can't remember how much more he actually talks about with the Great Mother, but you know, just think, some people turn in this quest and run off after they get their awards. They don't get to see any of this. I have returned, Great Mother. Garrosh has found his heart and his fury. That might be the end of the RP. I think Thrall just kind of sits here for a while now. But I'll give it a minute just to make sure. No, Matron Drachia, don't run over here and ask about the orphans, okay? Great Mother Gaia is busy. You know, every journey begins and ends in the same place. Home. It's not always a location, however. Sometimes it is a feeling. Either way, home is where you know that you belong. And for a time, this world, this game, was my home. From the open plains to the crowded plazas, under the azure forests, above the shattered earth, and under the broken sky, through vibrant forests, through mountains, and through canyons, the thick jungles, and seedy cities, and sandy wastes. I have loved this world, and all the things in it. But my time here is over. I have done everything that I came to do. I have accomplished every goal that I set for myself. And it's time to retire. I thought for quite a while where I want to finally rest my character for good. And in the end, there was only one choice. You know, it truly has been an honor to play Classic, to meet so many amazing people, and to fight alongside them, and to together achieve dreams and goals that we had all thought left behind long ago. I have left my tracks upon the surf and in the snow. and in fields of ash, in the arid wastes, and in the gently rolling hills, and for all those others that loved this world too, but couldn't come back. Every journey begins and ends in the same place. Home. I am at peace now. I can rest at last. Because I am finally home.